guys, it's Kimmy. I know you're here for the video and I'm gonna let you get right to it. But first, I have to tell you about the Notary Business Success Mentor Program if you have not heard. And it includes everything you need to get started in your business to teach you how to properly notarize using our course, Notarize Like a Pro. Apostilles, field inspection, ink fingerprinting, you name it, we got you covered. So check it out, including weekly live trainings and a 7-day-a-week chat. Oh yeah, you heard it right, 7 days. So check it out, notaryeducators.com. Bye. Enjoy the video. With Kimmy. I'm your host, Kimmi Nunnally, out here in these notary streets with my better half.
Turn right onto Brushy Fork Road.
Jeffery.
Back
Back out here again. So we are live, and I wanted to just tell you about my signing that I just had. And I'm so proud because I had one of my mentees, one of our notary family members, able to serve as a witness for me today.
Right onto Temple Johnson.
And I always love when they can come out and see exactly what we do and see me in motion. So shout out Miss Alicia. If you know, you know. So thank you. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about my signing that I had. And it wasn't a loan signing. It was actually a will signing. And hey guys, welcome. Welcome. It was a will signing and a deed signing. Okay. So I'm going to give you a few tips. I always have tips every day. Every day I'm tipping.
Turn left onto Rosebud Road.
So anyway, hey guys, if y'all have any questions, you can feel free to drop them. I will answer. Hang out just a little bit while we're on our ride home. It's a beautiful area out here. Oh, I want to show y'all these houses. Look at that. Beautiful. And it's just open land. Oh, I just love living in Georgia. I really do. Okay, we're going to get back to topic. But I thought I'll show y'all around a little bit. So anyway, I had let's talk about the will signing first. So it required witnesses. So I had 2 witnesses. That's why Miss Alethea came today. It required 2 witnesses.
Turn left onto Rosebud Road.
So she served as one, Jeffrey served as the other. And in order to know if your document requires witnesses, because I get that question a lot, people say, well,
Rosebud Road for 3 miles.
How do I know if I need witnesses or not? Well, you have to screen your client, one, okay? Because some wills do not require witnesses. They just don't. Now, a lot of people like their wills notarized. Sometimes they don't even have to be notarized. It depends on how it's prepared. Everything goes to the preparation. So I don't prepare documents. My client had their own documents. Now, he did ask me some questions. He said, so what do I do with the will when I'm finished with it? You know, once we do the notarization. He asked me, what do we do with the notarization and with the notarized documents rather? So I told him, you know, and I can't advise him because we don't want to do what's called the unauthorized practice of law. But I told him what most of my clients do, and that's either they file it with the courthouse, they send it to their attorney, send it to whatever family member they want them to have, you know, have a copy of it. But we don't get in the habit of telling our clients what to do. Okay, that'll get you in trouble really quick, and that is called the unauthorized practice of law, for those of you who may be new. Okay, so who all do we have in the chat today? Are you already notaries? Do you have your commission? You just don't know what to do? Next steps. Where are we in our journey, people? And happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I said I'll do a few more lives like this because sometimes by the time we get in from working and stuff, I'm just exhausted. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do the live while we're live out here in these streets. And I'll usually just tell you about what happened with my day. So that was one of the documents that my client had today, was a will. And the second one was a deed. Okay. The second one was a deed. And needed a witness on that. That only required 1 witness. The first document required 2. The second one required 1. So I let our witness that we hired, Miss Alethea, I let her serve as the witness on the deed signing because typically I would have used Jeffrey. But I let her do it since I was the notary. If I can always have a little degree of separation between Jeff and I being on the same document, I will. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, unless your signing company tells you differently, because I have had signing companies that say the notary, that the witness cannot be related to the notary. I have had that before. Now, that's very rare, but typically they don't care who the witness is. They really don't. But again, I've had a couple signing companies, and the instructions, you always follow the instructions. The instructions said that the witness cannot be related to the notary. Sometimes you will see where it'll say the witness cannot be related to the person signing also. So a lot of times I get pushback, and you will too. Your clients are going to say, hey, I can use my cousin, or hey, I can use my wife, she's not on the deed. I can use my father, he's not on the deed. But they don't want them to be anywhere on the documents, because if something goes wrong, the next of kin is the person that the bank is going to be calling, right? So I hope you're listening and taking notes. So I talked about the deed signing, only required one. And that was it. So I paid my witness. We had a question come up in our own group chat recently. If you don't know, membership includes a 7-day chat. We're 7 days a week. We are there answering questions. It starts as early as 9 in the morning to 11 at night. And this is based on need, because we do have people on the West Coast, so we have to help them with their assignments. That's what we've committed to. So if somebody gets stuck on an assignment, that's what the chat is there for. As you're building your business, you want to show something you're working on, we'll give you tips and constructive thoughts. Ooh, this car was driving so fast. So anyway, paying the witness. So that came up in the chat the other day. So the question was, when do you pay your witness? And I typically pay my witness after the signing has occurred. And I like to pay them before they leave, because sometimes I forget later, and you don't dare want your witness thinking that you didn't want to pay them. So, like, I just paid Miss Alethea right there on the spot. Okay? You need to have a way that you, as the witness, can collect payments. Most of my notaries, sometimes, they don't have a way to collect payments. So I know serving as a witness, you don't have nothing set up. So you want to be able to take Square, Cash App, debit, credit. Now, when I pay people, I usually do Zelle or Square. It's just easier for me. Either one. On my bad, Zelle or Cash App. I got Square on the brain. Zelle or Cash App. And you don't have to take the money in Cash App immediately. You can take it on 3 days, because sometimes people say, well, I don't want to pay no fee. We're going around a curve. I don't want to pay a fee, but you don't have to. You can say next day or standard day or whatever the options are. So when I first started using Cash App, I didn't even know that. I was just
turn right onto Centerville Road.
Hitting instant money, because that's that Detroit mentality. Give it to me now. But you don't have to do that. Do you guys have any questions for me while I am here live? I'll tell you about mentorship a little bit. It does, like I said, include live trainings weekly.
Right
in addition to that, there's a group chat that runs 7 days a week. Our people are doing amazing. Now they started to drop pictures of their checks in the chat, which is making me really excited. Because I'm like, they are doing the thing. I'm so happy for them. I'm telling you. And people are mentees. Some do it full time.
Continue on Centerville Rosebud Road.
The majority run their business part time. The majority are part time. The majority do have a second job. Some of them are anticipating maybe going full time. But the majority actually that have a full time job, they like their full time jobs. And I get that, the security that comes with a full time job, So if they want to do something different, though, they can. They have an option, and I'm all about ownership right now. Own your business. Own a business. It don't have to be notary. You may say, Kimmi, I want to do notary. You don't have to do notary, but you need to be doing something that you own. Okay? Something that you own. So many people work for the government. They working for FedEx, UPS, and they just come in here with the swipe of a pen. We don't need you no more. Have something that you own. Yeah, could something happen to my notary business? Heck yeah, it could. But the chances of somebody just I mean, I own it. It's my business.